Welcome, everyone, to Lubbock, Texas, Jones AT&T Stadium, where the tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the UCF Knights, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Knights will get us started with the opening kickoff. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will have the first possession of the game. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He wants to throw. Got his man quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Sticky. Can't get him to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Knights offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
To the ground with the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Knights with the 1st and 10. Give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He looks that one in nicely. At the 35, he's got room. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Leaves it with the back. Rams him with the stiff arm. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. To the air, it's Morton. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. Coming after it. They're trying to get to him.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
And the returner will be brought down. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The give to the back. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Makes the grab over the middle. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Knights look to keep this drive humming. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense trying to come up with it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Knights! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Liberty is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sparky isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over UMass. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Using the quick game. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It would.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback is snowed under. The Red Raiders will punt this one away. Running it back, it's Brown. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete on the right side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Now setting up shop in the red zone. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The short hands. It's Montgomery. Touchdown, UCF! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
And I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Got his man downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. All kinds of running room. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets away from one. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Throws toward the end zone. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been... And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's caught downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Zings it complete to the right. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Touchdown, Knights! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Dickey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to run for it. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Knights have their offense in high gear. Running back searching for a hole. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He makes the connection. Touchdown, UCF! And the pummeling has started. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
something that defense has had absolutely no answer for. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. At the 45 on his way. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Gets it out fast. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Going for the big play. And he holds it in at the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Fires to the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7th. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on.
Touchdown, Knights! And the punishment has been extended. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Missouri. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything. Gets away from one, finds some space. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. He breaks a tackle.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Looking downfield, it's Morton. Finds his tight end. Tackled, but he has a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. Finds a crease at the 20. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Spider. The give to the single back. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line.
Oh, he wants it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. You got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football, but there's definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Makes the catch past the sticks. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
The Knights are on the move. Going up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Velasquez. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Throws to the tight end. Hauls it in. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football. getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Okay, they'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moves. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Douglas. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going for the big play. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Got it in the middle. It's Montgomery.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Offense getting set for first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Catch in the middle, it's Douglas.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Tight end finds a soft spot. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. He's back to throw on second down. Grab near the marker, it's Miller. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Feeling some heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Wants to throw on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think...
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.